Searching depths for treasures cold, nothing riddles, tales untold. Cannons blast and swords they clash, shadows dance with a haunting flash. Haunted heathens fight for gold, legends fierce and tales of old. We sail the waves in endless fight, through the dark and through the night. Hidden coves and secret caves, buried loot in watery graves. Jolly Rogers flying high, underneath the ghost-lit sky. Blood and treasure on the line, crews of spirits in a bind. Echoes of our battles heard, every tale a whispered word. Haunted heathens fight for gold, legends fierce and tales of old. Sail the waves in endless fight, through the dark and through the night. Blood and treasure on the line, crews of spirits in a bind. Echoes of our battles heard, every tale a whispered word. Haunted heathens fight for gold, legends fierce and tales of old. We sail the waves in endless fight, through the dark and through the night. Midnight sails upon the sea, heathen songs and mystery. Ghosts and whispers fill the night, on pirate ships we burn so bright. Searching depths for treasures cold, nothing riddles, tales untold. Cannons blast and swords they clash, shadows dance with a haunting flash. Haunted heathens fight for gold, legends fierce and tales of old. We sail the waves in endless fight, through the dark and through the night. Secret caves, buried loot in watery graves. Jolly Rogers flying high, underneath the ghost-lit sky. Blood and treasure on the line, crews of spirits in a bind. Echoes of our battles heard, every tale a whispered word. Haunted heathens fight for gold, legends fierce and tales of old. We sail the waves in endless fight, through the dark and through the night. Treasure on the line.
What's going on, everybody? I am Haunted, you're all heathens, and tonight we're doing Haunted's Monthly Horror. Tonight we're going to be playing a game called Doki Doki Literature Club, which I'm told is a horror game. I've been very dubious, but I will say that when I was looking for images for the thumbnail for this stream, I did see one that I went, okay, it's got to be something in there. But yeah, and it's just me, like my usual horror streams. It's just me, no guild in the chat or in the VC. So let us do the things. Also, yes, my background is a live background of like a Stargate terminal because I'm a nerd, and you can deal with it. But oops. There we go. This game is not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. Is that what that said? Alright. Haunted. Okay. FYI, love it. Stargate is awesome. I'm a fan. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. Okay. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. Okay. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Cow. Hey, Cow, how you doing? We don't see the game, it's just black screen for us. Oh. Interesting. Hold on. Okay. Well, playing in windowed mode will be the fix then. Thank you for saying something. Let's turn that music down a little bit. It's a little weird. Okay. Yeah, okay. So it looks like you guys can see it now. Yeah. Okay, but if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Okay. I overslept again. Well, bitch, go to bed earlier. I don't know. Get off TikTok. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah, you say it like you thought you're thinking about ignoring me. I kinda was. Especially with this nonsense. That's mean. And? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Bitch, you don't know me. Why is there no manhole cover? It's just a hole. Whatever you say, Sayori. Yeah. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Haunted? What? You decided to on a club to join yet? No, but I'm assuming it's going to be the literature club. A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Ah, that's not true. You told me you joined a club this year. Did I? This better be a good horror game, because so far this is just pretty bad. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our mini conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I feel that. Uh-huh. Let's talk about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I dive at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What is a NEET? You trust me, right? If you explain to me what the fuck a NEET is. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little bit? What? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yeah! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess saying her worries so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. That game's ABD, games and anime dialogue, hit close to home. A NEET is someone who just stays inside all day? Oh, okay. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Fair. Clubs. Saria wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Theori. Sarah must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I don't think I've ever spaced out that hard where like everyone left and I was still there. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Uh-huh. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Sarah, do you not have other friends? You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Now what? Mitch, you signed me up for a club? Well, that you come to my club. Theory. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sarah's vice president of the literature club. Surprise, surprise. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. She was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I was bringing in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep, woman. I can't tell if Sarah's really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. If you sell your soul for a cupcake, you'll need some milk to go with it. Yeah. I dejectedly follow Sarah across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Can I hit spacebar to continue? I can. Sarah, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here! I told you, don't call me the new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. I'm pleased to meet. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, okay. Ah, Haunted. What a nice surprise. Woo, she kind of looks like Asuna. Welcome to the club. I'm not sitting here doing voices for everybody. All words escape me in this situation. I am surrounded by women for the first time in my life. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki. Humph. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. All nervous. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? I guess. That's right. Oh, I know Monika. It's great to see you, Haunted. You too? Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Though having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Goku! No. Leave it. My dog does not like when people walk past the door. Come sit down, Haunted. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sarah mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Goku, I swear to God, you're gonna go to the kennel. Settle down. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, a little piece of chocolate where they used to make ears. Nice. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Yeah, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sarah grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sarah talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I just have deja vu or something? Yeah, I thought you technically did, Sari. Said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you, dummy. Alright. Crazy. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I mean, hot cup of coffee, but coffee is very similar to tea. You put something in hot water and you let it like leach out of the plant and into the water. So, coffee is tea. Coffee is tea. I guess. Yeah, don't you let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Sure. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Ugh. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? I took debate in high school. That was actually fun. Well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. The festival? I'm confident that we all really grow this club before we graduate. Did I read that right? I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Okay. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone's enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. I mumbled that whole sentence. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Haunted, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have any good way to answer that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. But not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. That'll happen. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Like Lord of the Rings? Or the Dragonlance Chronicles? I really like the Dragonlance books. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? not the writer of this game so far. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Okay. Progress. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. That doesn't surprise me. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Natsuki's being weird. Like, doesn't want to admit crush weird. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? I don't know, the pink hair? The ribbons? There left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Hey, your cupcakes, poems, everything you do is just cute as you are. Sarah saddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Meh. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer then. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Just awkward. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Monika, you suck. Next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Haunted? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Yeah, sure. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Oh. Fine. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yay! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Haunted, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star with bleh? Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Haunted, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? It's not really. That's right, Sierra and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Time to write a poem? Oh, okay. Finally an actual, game element to the game. Pick words you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Why are these, That's funny. Okay, swimsuit. Philosophy. Adventure. Beauty. Frightening. Why not? Massacre? Bouncy. Determination. Unrequited. Entropy. Fantasy. Cry. Hop. Fantasy. Extreme strawberry. Mind life. Feather. Wrath. Boop. Excitement. Pout. Kitty. Fickle. Headphones. Forgive. Covet. Covet. Nightgown. Imagination. Unrestrained. Pain. Fireworks. Waterfall ribbon. Sensation. Pink. Existence. Journey. Bed. Death. Special. Vacation. Special. Skipping milk. Raincloud. Kiss. Play. Heart. Intellectual. Crimson. Peaceful playground. Raincloud. Ambient. Desire. Lipstick. Breath. Party. Vivid. Spinning. Whisper. Eternity. Unstable. Captive. Depression. Analysis. Sing. Games. Aura. Sunny. Starscape. Sunset. Peace. Games. Whirlwind. Kawaii. Lust. Meager. Dazzling. Marshmallow. Unending. Dream. Embrace. Holiday. Lust. Why not? Variance. Twirl. Question. Flying. Disoriented. Puppy giggle. Anger. Raindrops. Hopeless. Essence. Sadness. Anger. Destiny. Flee. Dance. Portrait. Grief. Broken. Portrait. Skirt. Rainbow. Defeat. Bunny. Lecture. Email. Vitality. Hair. Effulgent. 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 Hey Google, what does effulgent mean?
Here's the definition of effulgent. Literary. Shining brightly. Radiant.
Oh, sure. Uncontrollable contamination, secretive, silly, tragedy, bliss, clouds, suicide, disown, misery. Secretive. These are wrong way on us. I think I missed, did I? Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. It's the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Haunted. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. They already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. I did not. And last year, too. Sounds believable. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Yes. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. What do you mean? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuff between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Haunted always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Oh, ha. You two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. How come? You and Haunted can become good friends too. Sayori. Got it. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? What'd you bring? Not really. Don't be shy. Really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I'll make a big deal out if you don't want it to be. Alright. Here. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. It's the Necronomicon! Yes. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, but she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she caught me. I've done been spotted. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. Well, it makes her hide her face even deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how you come to have two copies of the same book. Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, bitch, you bought me a book? That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Okay. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? This is rough. This is real rough. Well. You close the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. That makes me think of Dorian Gray? Yeah. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally get anything wrong. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. But she gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kinda dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Haunted? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. They usually are. Just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be a naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? A little bit. You also sound like someone that said would say Thanos was right. Which is... there are fair arguments there. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Oh, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but it feels like it's somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you're really apologizing a lot, don't you? I do? I don't mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, her shoulders are almost touching. I feel like my left arm is on the... It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. She takes left arm, holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Actually kind of distracting me. This is the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Oh, right. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the pages before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see in your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But haunted? That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. A little bit. So embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know we're self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I'm Mormon. It's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Dear gods, Monica. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh, I fucking forgot about that. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. She releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. I guess feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time. Alright. I stand up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book, slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? I did. Kinda. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now everyone's ready. Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Stereo and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Stereo is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I finally get to make a choice again, only 45 minutes in. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Bitch. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. Alright. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I mean, a little. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. I want to die. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. Yeah, I liked it. What? Just to be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point of the poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. I decided to write about it. Yeah, I get it. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Girl, you did not have much wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Wow. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what I meant. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Let's get Sayori out of the way. What's up, neighbor? It's a good poem, Hod. Thank you. Are you sure it's your first time? Yes. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Yeah, I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Really happy you just wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. This is brutal. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm really not into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Haunted, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Man, I'm stuck in a yawning fit. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Yeah, we'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I don't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yes. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I bet. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Yeah. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay. Let's go with Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What? Did I say that out loud? Yeah, bitch. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Nah, dog. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Huh? She stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. That there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. She just did a 180 in her compliment. I think the most noticeable thing recognized new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work. Together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all it comes is practice. I'm learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else at the club forgives you valuable feedback. Suki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. It's been a while since I read cursive. Yeah. That one's actually not terrible. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Bitch, it's the best one so far. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I read slow. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. I think there's an ad break coming here in a second. When the ad break pops up, I'm gonna use the ad break to go hit the bathroom real quick and refresh my coffee. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? You into haunted? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, haunted. No, it's about light. Totally missed the point. Suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Ah. I'll be back. That's because my dumbass forgot to unmute the mic when I came back from the going to the bathroom. Thank you for letting me know, Django. On the plus side, at least you were able to read the things that we went past. Not that anything's happened. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna do my best for you, Haunted. Me too. Monica. Time to share my poem with Monica. Hi, Haunted. Having a good time so far? Yes. Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring these things up, okay? Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want me to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Haunted. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Monica, my poem. Great job. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. Okay. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. You know, that is a method of living life. You never really get anywhere, but you also don't really fall anywhere either. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I noticed. It's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It could take you years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring, learning, and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like I have to worry about impressing them or anything. Okay. It's like she goes on, everything's a speech. My main problem with that is, like, people that talk like that is they're saying the same thing over and over again. They're just wording it differently, sentence to sentence. It's like, yes, I understood your intent at the beginning. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I guess I have to. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You see, I'm pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Okay. That's like Lovecraft type stuff. That's not bad. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. That's kind of style I got pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I'm some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, all you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, I guess that's everyone. Once around the room, that was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Yuri thinks Natsuki's dumb. And Natsuki might be kind of dumb. She's like, I don't understand this. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. To be fair, if you're going to get suggestions, you should get them from the people that don't like your stuff. They already liked it. And Anta did too. Based on that, I'm... Ow. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the effort, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Haunted liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I said. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Haunted appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Bird. Is everyone okay? Sayori, get out of the way, you're gonna catch some strays. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Haunted started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Oh, crap. This is why you don't watch a cat fight too close, because you will suddenly be involved, and you don't want to be. Haunted! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she'd get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Haunted. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Haunted? Wow? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Okay. The one on the right is kind of bratty. And the one on the left, Yuri said something about ghosts, right? I gotta go with Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Huh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting their feelings into it to become something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I didn't notice that. So I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki, I would laugh so hard. Natsuki's just like, no! And just decks like Monica. In the end, nobody's taking her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, she snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem in her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands as she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. You're too kind. I'm thankful you're here. Yeah, it's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what? She talked about her boobs? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How do y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, mostly. Haunted, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Gods damn it. Maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn even better. Yay! I think to myself, I did learn a little bit of some kind of poems everyone likes. Then look, that means I can do at least a little better job impressing those I want to impress. Nodded to myself with newfound determination. Haunted. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Yeah, sorry to me. It's really well since her and I have spent so much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. See, Yuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, they really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Haunted, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Yay! That's... every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is fun, nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easier for Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yep. Let's do this. Okay. So I think we should just continue trying to impress Yuri for now. She likes complicated and dark. So we're going to go with raindrops. Portrait. Dark. Determination. Skirt. Unrestrained. After image, just because DBZ. Pleasure. Misfortune. Death. Unrequited. Nightgown. Just throwing some random in there. Horror. Dream. Music. Existence. Captive. Graveyard. Doki Doki. Heaven sent treasure. Heaven sent. And extreme. Why not? Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Got a little more comfortable here the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Haunted. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple with things with you, isn't it? Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse? Sayori. Huh? Why all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. Is her purse empty and I was the one that was going to buy a snack? She fumbles with the latch, gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Oh, haha. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you're planning to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. You feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. That's not always true. Yuri suddenly giggles. Yeah. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Ah, I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Haunted to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really liked when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Yeah. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. Right? You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! It was a cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! She just chucked a cookie at her face. That's funny. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Please just eat it. Cheers up. Robert takes a big bite. Oh, so good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jesus, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. This whole visual novel thing is kind of rough. Really happy that you shared one with me. Yeah. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, geez. I get it. Cookie seal in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots off to safety. Yuri and I laugh. The kids sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika? Good question. I haven't heard anything about her being late today. Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard anything either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glanced at me. Oh, never mind that. What held you up? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Wasn't what you played. Oh, I know. Just kind of started recently. Always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play for us sometimes, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. That's so. In that case, I won't let you down, Haunted. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure you like that. No, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thank you. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I'm not sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone's already settled down. Sari somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back into her book. Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh no. I was kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing I can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind of with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands to the water pitcher and fetches an electric kettle. I'll plug it into the teacher's desk and then we'll go get water. Let's kettle down on the desk. Simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts with speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. With the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Get water? I say realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling up the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, just curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell them there's something wrong with helping involve the haunted in club activities? Whoa, Yuri. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that? Let's go, haunted. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Haunted, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. It's perfect. We have emotions, we can't always hide them away. I'm seriously done reading every line of this out loud. The annoying thing is I read a lot faster than I talk. Is anybody in chat that's like actively listening that wants me to continue reading it out loud? They get water and refill it and bring it back. Haunted, do you like oolong tea? I like oolong tea. She wants to sit on the floor today. A little bit easier on my back. Man, I couldn't even imagine Like, I don't remember a world where sitting on the floor was better on my body than sitting in a chair. I have back pain. I don't know. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yeah. Terrible reading posture. On the real, it's because of her boobs. I know it is, because my wife's got a good size going, and it hurts her back all the time. Which makes sense, because, like, I remember being in the military, wearing flak jackets and stuff. The more weight's on your chest, you're straining your back. You're getting pulled forward all the time, having to hold yourself up. Shit sucks. So that's why she's on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. I used all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs, fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Oh, sorry. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have to have any hard over time reading from it. But her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. Apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, she closes her lips over it. Like, here, just shove chocolate in your mouth when you're not really paying attention. Did I just... Here, looks at me, she needs confirmation that just happened. Yep. That's, well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, sure. That's all it was. Well, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. This situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take out the chocolate between my fingers. This time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling with the rhythm of her breaths. Raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingertips. Okay, everyone. I was wondering how far that was gonna go. That was starting to get into, like, soft erotic novel territory. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Anja, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks. No, I'll take care of the cups. I think something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. I'll do Yuri last. Let's go. Sorry. Ooh, I like this one, Haunted. There's some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? What do you think? I don't know. I guess I like them both. Saori is just... There's only one single brain cell bouncing around in this watermelon of a head. It's not very helpful. I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad. Works. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving me get some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. Bittersweet. She likes bittersweet things. Happy and sad. Okay. Oh my gods. Alright. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. What? Holy crap. Sarah, did you really write this? Of course I did. I didn't tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever. Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Anyway. I'm thinking too hard. Point is, it came out good. I should be proud of it. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Writing is like magic. You got pretty passionate about this one, huh? Okay. Monica. What's up? How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. Ugh. Monica likes my poem. Monica can tell I was writing a poem for Yuri. Who knows what goes on in the head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, I just mean I wish you'd keep some. I wish you didn't keep so much to yourself, but still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Wait, really? Oh. Yep. Alright, let's read Monica's poem. Her last one was like, had some weird Cthulhu stuff going on. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless... Load me. Load me? The temptation to click load right now. I had to look. Okay, I was just... Actually, I'm gonna save. Might as well. I don't have to reread all that. It's even more abstract than your last one. Guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. I never said that. It's the kind of thing you don't really see before. The way I write lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, but sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay. Let's go to Natsuki next. What's up, Brat? It's getting spicy. I liked your last one better. Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. I fell flat. Bitch. Probably right. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. Still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy and add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. You're just head over heels for all the cryptic nonsense. But I see right through that BS. Ha! Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. Guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I know people like this. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about? You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Natsuki's kind of a bitch. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Oh, she wrote it about herself. She's Amy. And she thinks everyone thinks she's gross because she likes manga. Okay, I get it. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Depends on the weird thing. It does. There are certain weird things that you don't need to respect people's opinion on. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. I like writing useless. There's a good message. Like conveying emotions is important, but what I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay. What's up, Yuri? Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Yuri stares at the pose with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Haunted. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How'd you even pick up this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of technique worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really want to try giving more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows, even her hands pretty sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. I know what Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really don't write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yep, Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. I'm guessing she has pushed people away from her so she doesn't have close friends. I do. Alright. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its place and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. You killed the raccoon? I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I could see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. Like, what the shit? That's a bit close to my preferred writing style. Using one poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery, conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. Sounds like you two have a lot in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person that would make fun of my hobbies. But I'm surprised that my fault. I'm not judging. Please don't tell her I said that. No, don't worry. She enjoys sharing her writing with me. I am special. I make her feel special. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. Decorations for a festival? Okay. It's like Japanese version of homecoming. Each of us is going to choose a poem and recite it during the event in front of people. Obviously, everyone's just like, I don't want to read my poetry in front of a large group of people on a stage. If we start the event, each put on a good performance, inspire others to do the same. No one likes the idea of public speaking. She wants us to read poems in front of everyone right now. Well, no, don't worry. It'll start off. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. The Way I Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, it inflex is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each of the lines she recites, bringing the words to life. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Okay. Ooh, that was so good. This poem is called, you're actually gonna say, you can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. I start applying. Everyone follow suit. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry. It's a little harder than I thought. Aimlessly cheery. Yay! Twitch has an ad break again, but I don't think anyone's gonna mind if I just keep going. Vicky reads a poem called Jump. That's it for today. Festival coming up. Let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. I would walk home with Yuri. Won't be long until I won't need you anymore? Is that what she said? Okay, poem time again. Did I just go with, like, the most depraved, fucked up thing I can write? Depression. Broken. Contamination. Grief. Hopeless. Unending. Anger. Uncontrollable. Horror. Ooh, agonizing. Frightening. Anxiety. Fear. Graveyard again. Why, yeah, sure. Misfortune, hurt, scars, captive, unrestrained, death, forgive, massacre. I just went for like as dark as I could go on that one for the most part. Where are my dogs? Yeah, both my dogs are just laying there. Oh man, I'm the last one out here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. You practicing piano again? Yep. Oh, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Were you complaining about it yesterday? Well, yeah. It's about our part, but... Ooh, fried squid is good. Calamari is good. Barbecued eel, though. Unagi. Ooh, so good. Are you saying you don't like squid, you of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. What does she mean, you of all people, to Monica about squids? Am I right about the whole, like, eldritch nonsense? She got a Cthulhu kink going on? Besides, what do you mean about you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Monica. I don't know enough Japanese to get that one. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as yours, Sari's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sari? Oh, there you are. Hey, Siri. Huh? Spacing out again. Oh, sorry. Don't mind me. Of course everything's alright. Why wouldn't it be? This feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. You worry about me. I'm fine, see? Okay. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sierra before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation's already dispersed, everyone's back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Mom if she knows anything about Sierra recently. Since they've been prepping for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I approached Monica. This might sound a bit strange, but have you noticed anything about Sierra recently? What do you mean? I might be reading into this too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Can't say I've noticed anything. I peers across from Sierra, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, well, she's never really like this. Oh. Oh no. Remember when I said I saw an image that made me think, okay, maybe this is a horror game? I think I know where this is going. It's just want a hard time bringing up the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Haunted. How on earth would you would come to that conclusion? Well, you're the only bully in the room. Oh, I shouldn't say too much, but Sarah talks about you more than anything else, you know? I've been much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like a little extra light turn on inside of her. Alright, Sarah's always like that. It's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has been. Yeah, you're so funny. Have you thought that maybe you always see her so cheerful because she's just how she is around you? Oh. I said too much. I know she said forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my mind. Monica walks off to go hang out with Sayori. Now it feels like I'm one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? Suddenly, I've noticed Yuri peering from me over her book. I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? I'm sorry if I caused you concern. God, it's this girl's constant, apologizing. You may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too. I guess that's the case. Theory, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Her expression is gentle and curious if she's searching for something. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings that weren't aware were in you. You're giving me too much credit. I'm a simple dude. Well, getting back into the... Oh, okay, we're not doing a whole reading scene this time? Cool. Why don't we share poems? Alright, let's talk to Monica first. Well, let's get Natsuki out of the way. Meh, I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why you got my hopes up in the first place. She thinks my poems, sounds forced. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Maybe a little. What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. Huh. Just because she's talented writer doesn't mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I'm so done with you. Ouch. Oh, I didn't even get to read her poem. Okay. Let's go with Monica. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, performing a bunch of people sounds horrible. I'll give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Anyway, let's look at today's poem. Sure. Michelle's gotten so refined. Yuri's been teaching me a lot of things, hasn't she? Not as much as I want her to. I'll just need some patience to talk to her ahead, I guess. I'm getting the hang of it myself. Certainly putting a lot of effort. Yep. Must really like her. She's the one I picked. It's awfully suspicious, you know, spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel's not too bad. Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? If something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Okay? Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Anyway, she might accidentally hurt her. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, okay? Okay. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost, adrift, the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight night. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. I got a little dark at the end. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but that was on my mind. I see. No way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? And if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. If you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling that telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad. They'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on it. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's do Sayori. Hey, girl. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can really tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Yeah, I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Yes, I did. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Haunted. Sayori. Is there something wrong? Nope. Just a little tired. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I'm very, very, very suspicious of in what state I'm going to be seeing Sayori tomorrow morning. She comes in, hey, by the way, does anyone want my stereo for free? Be like, okay, look, bitch. Someone's... What's up, Yuri? Haunted, your writing has only improved in the last few days. Every poem you show me has been nothing short of spectacular. I'm lit and even. This never did come naturally to me. I can't believe you're so good at something you've never even shared with anyone. It's a shame. Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Haunted, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing, inspiring people you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. What do you mean you make fun of your body? What the hell? And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Haunted. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. You're just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Haunted. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. So you're a girl. But every time, you've always treated me like anyone else. So rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel real happy. Let's see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if others don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined the club hoping I'd make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. She puts her head in her hands. This time she's smiling as she does it. You want to show me your poem? Yep, I do. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I'm too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding. I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I hand it back to you, but instead of taking it, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure what this one was about. I don't know if I would explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. You're just having an even harder time speaking now. Does this one mean a lot to you? Mm-hmm. Not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me, so thank you. And I hope we can keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yep, don't worry. I think you did a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monika says something, but I'm sure we can talk again later. Yep, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound right. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Ciara isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Ciara always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please, show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. Second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. Talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori, will you be helping me design them? And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, it's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. No, now Natsuki's petting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know, so you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Well, how about that? I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes. She stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. It's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Haunted. The one who's truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way if you give them a hand. You could always help me out as well. How on earth am I going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle baking on your own. Haunted may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore, you're more suited to assisting with the decorations. These girls are fighting over me. Yep, all three of them are arguing over who I should spend the weekend helping. Ugh. I'm just gonna stick with the Yuri track that I'm on. Natsuri, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. Yep, I'm excited. Woo! Oh, look, they're actually, like, getting somewhat apologizing to each other. Oh, yeah. Yes, Yuri, give me your phone number. Yuri's coming to my house on Sunday. She's like, why did you choose me? Because I want to. Looks like one might end up outside of school. More than that, she told me that she's looking forward to it. You okay, buddy? Dog swallowing his tongue in his sleep. It's too early for that. I don't know. Only time will tell. But take my mind off it. Just can't wait. It's already Sunday. Okay. It's been 2.5 hours and nothing scary has happened. I'm giving this another half hour and then I'm gonna be done. Because this is brutal. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's coming to visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't mean much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also intimate person in general. Yeah, intimate. Giggity. Oh god, this game. Meanwhile, we've been texting. She was extremely apprehensive. It was long before she started learning more about her. I haven't heard a thing from Yuri since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text all the time, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than ask them, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering one myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. House is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I'm assuming she's up in her room. It's already strange of her to not run down and greet me. Crap. Anyone watching this in the future, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is your trigger warning for self-harm. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh, dear gods. This bitch. I really thought she... Hi, Haunted. I sit down in the room. She forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not really changed, has it? Seriously, was as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Yeah, if you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. It's because I end up cleaning it for you. Somebody said you wanted to come over today. Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but how did you know about that? Sayori and I were left by the time we decided at the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about festival preparations, right? Fair. What about you? Why is an entire month scratched out in her calendar? Also, her plants are wilting. Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So? She smiles, shaking her head. That's not good, Haunted. I can't just be like it's always been. It's all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake. Then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't even have been thinking about me right now. This is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. I just wants to torture me. Sayori, what the shit? Grabs her by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. Tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sarah gives me a little empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Haunted, but you're wrong. Nothing's happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really gonna make me say it, aren't you, Haunted? Because there's no choice this time. Thing is, I have really bad depression my whole life. Yeah, no shit. Did you know that? I could tell. Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Yeah, you sleep in. You don't pick up after yourself. You are obsessive over the one person that's like super nice to you. It's duh. Because mostly it's can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. Bro, if you've known her for this many years and you didn't realize it, you're not paying attention. Honestly not paying attention. How's it possible for Sarah to keep this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why? There's no why. There's no reason. Brain chemicals not functioning properly. That's why. Why is it that you've never told me about this? Almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you do is tell me. I don't understand it. You don't understand at all, Haunted. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Haha. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. You, buddy, you need to reword that. No, Haunted. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. And she starts crying. I make you join the Literature Club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. Now I came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sarah's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Haunted? I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. He isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sarah's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have it to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Finally hugs me back. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Haunted. Only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. Fucking been there. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. If she does, I let her go as well. Festival's tomorrow. Yep. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? So, it's what I want. Promise. I think that would be nice then. Yep. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. It's like, no. Please don't. If you do that, then I really won't forgive you. Almost time for Yuri to meet you at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sarah shakes her head. Nope. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. Try my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. It didn't get scary, it just got sad. And real. Shouldn't worry too much about it. We'll have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri. No, I just got here. Yeah, let's go inside. Woo! I take Yuri to my room. Boom, boom. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. So clean. Yep, I cleaned it before you came over. I'd be really embarrassed if you saw the mess I live in. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. Should we get started? Yeah, yes. Decorations, atmospheric enhancements, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. You're an intense person. Is that a bad thing? No! Was it a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object? I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. Okay. Oh, essential oil diffuser? Okay. Change smooth the air itself. You can even feel permeate through your body. It's almost like magic. Jasmine. Okay. Very generic smell. Oh, did you print origami paper? Yep. Write a different word on each paper. You need about 100 of them. Cut a piece of ribbon hang in the doorways of the classroom. Then people can fasten paper into ribbons. Create a doorway curtain. Interesting. Okay. I suppose get a little intense as you put it. Here you giggles with red cheeks. Here's a marker haunted. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Carefully draw a different character on each paper. Do my best Spanish handwriting. Here you unravels a long strand of red ribbon and a desired length. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks fancy. You're gonna think this is weird. I promise not to be weirded out. Just what's up with the knife? I'm kinda into knives. Yeah. I'm starting to think I've dated this girl before. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. Combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Please don't think I'm weird for this. No, you're fine. It's an interesting thing to be into. But interesting suits you. Yeah, it's kind of intense. So that's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Now I'm bleeding. Like a dumbass. I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it. I should have warned you, it's extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. How would you know? Here he takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. You stared as it notably fidgets. If you're skirmish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, she puts it in her mouth. Yep. So, what else is she gonna do? If your finger's bleeding, she takes it. The immediate thing she's gonna do is just go, oh. What sound did I just make? Oh, fucking A. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Ooh. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. No, don't do that. Oh! Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. I gotta do something like that. I'm sorry. It was a little weird. It took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. Wish she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon. Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Haunted, did you really just do that? Now we're even. It's just like, you crazy son of a bitch. I knew that would be a bad idea. I'm gonna be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relief. Tension quickly lifted. We can do more respective activities. I watch you use a knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After finish touch space with ribbons, and then all it's out side by side, and then looks better than I expected. It would be very different as a door curtain. It'll look great. Good thing you come up with this, Yuri. Thanks. Ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. Paint 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Yep. I come back in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve and pulling it back over her arm, because Yuri cuts herself. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. It's hot. Is it still too hot in here? No. Nothing wrong. Let's mix the paint. Any teenage girl who's got a thing for knives is using them. Or goes fishing regularly. One of the two. Hurley is supposed to be and takes upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we'd do something simple that looked nice. I'd like to paint gradient across the banner, starting with the colors, sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, then nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write inspiration quotes across the banner. We can hang it up on the wall behind the podium in front of the classroom. Neat! It'll be more fun to surprise you. That's childish. Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad you feel that way. I don't think you need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. So the banner, grab an unused paintbrush. Our heads bump into it. We headbutt each other. Ugh. Yuri rolls back and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked, but get it for me. It's not your fault. Oh, your face. Droplets of paint on Yuri's cheek. Yeah, actually I got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. Rush in, fetch a small towel, and dampen it with hot water. Now I paint Yuri's face and get the paint off. Wait. For a little longer. Oh, suddenly her face so much close to mine. We almost kissed. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots. Look at the stars. Look at the band, the whole thing is very pretty natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. Really happy with the results. Me too. Yeah, the letter now? Nope. Needs to dry first. I could do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. I was wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit. No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. Start making dinner soon. Oh, so you don't have any time left. Secretly hoping you'd have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it'd be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there'd be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. Poor thing's got everything done. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. And Yuri goes home. Yuri walks the front door. Thank you so much for having me out today. No problems. Glad to be able to help. I don't know if there's anything you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted because we could do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over. Or we can go out somewhere. I forgot. You don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway. You know what I'm trying to say, so You're very thoughtful, Haunted. Briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to, as he suddenly pulls back. Sayori, huh? Hi, Haunted. Hi. Just now, we weren't... it's okay, Haunted. I stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. Sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. Oh, we have the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri books it. Sarah's goodbye after. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What you were talking about. You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. Makes me really happy that you made such good friends, and that's all that matters to me. And she starts crying. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Haunted? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sarah, don't. It's true, Haunted. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. Ow. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica's right about what? Sayori? Caring about you is like, this is not a burden. So it makes me happy. I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. Raising. But Sarah looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Haunted. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Girl, what do you mean scared of that as a possibility? That is true. Yes, but I was weak and I started liking you too much. Haunted, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. So my hand on Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand on my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? It's like, no, that feeds into... That's... No. You'll always be my dearest friend. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a post. Sorry, it's okay. It's just my punishment, remember? Why do I have a feeling I just killed this girl? Just so I could get the answers I need to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, all of a sudden she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Okay. So, what's different? Is there... I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. Gonna have to give everything I've got. Sarah will always be my dearest friend. I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going into her house to wake her up, but decided it's a little too much. Probably should have. Monica and everybody's waiting for me at school. Okay. I'm gonna finish the day and find out what happened to Sayori, because I'm pretty sure I know. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. It's funny, I thought Yuri would be the one now. Monika's placed little booklets on each of the desks. They must be the ones prepared poems. The end with random poem. I found a random poem line I thought Monica would like and submitted it. Surprised you did bring a story with you. Yeah, she overslept again. Maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Yeah. You should take a little responsibility for her. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange. Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, but did she just... You should take a little responsibility for her, Haunted. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Also, her like weird Cthulhu poems, I feel like she, and the comment about things being more than 2D, even though 1D. About how I basically turned down her confession. That makes me really seem like the bad guy here, but I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? You don't know the full story, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Yeah, because Cthulhu gives you weird eldritch secrets that lets you know that you're in a video game. Monica's being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing her say that. Yeah, there's something going on here. Hey, you want to check out my pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Grab one pamphlets laid on the desk. Oh, hey, they really did. Something like this will definitely take the club more seriously. Sayori's poem is percent. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Fucking hell. Ah! What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Yeah. Haunted? What's wrong? Nothing. Poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written, but more than that. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. I should try a little bit harder to see her. It's no big deal, at least waiting for her. Help her wake up. The simple gesture of walking her to school really make... You notice none of the music has played for a minute? Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. That's all they need, all I want to give her. We just knock on the door and don't expect an answer since she's not picking up the phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door, let myself in. Really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all, waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, this feels right. Outside Siri's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter the room like this. Isn't this a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. Ooh, this is about to be bad. I gently open the door. What the fuck? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so hopeless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needs me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. I don't like that I can feel my floor shaking from somebody walking heavily. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, gave her what I know she wanted out of a relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, never, never. Are we going to address the fact that some of this shit's glitched as hell? Why does Sayori look like a jumbled mess of everyone? Okay. That's where we're gonna save. Okay. Oh, wrong. There we go. That's where we're gonna call it for today, because it's been 3 hours and it finally got to, like, a thing. Wild. Yeah. So it looks like I'll probably have to continue this, soon. Yeah, I'll figure out, get at me in the Discord, and we'll talk about when I should do, I guess, episode 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club, where shit actually starts to be a horror game, because, whoa. Yeah. I don't like that my... It almost feels like an earthquake or like a big truck is driving by, but like continuously. Anyway, you can catch me here on Twitch and YouTube every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Minecraft Monday with the misses. You can catch me on TikTok and Discord and X and Blue Sky at Haunted Heathen Gaming, some variation thereof. And yeah, pending, societal collapse tomorrow. It's just going to continue on. Just people are going to be mad. I'll be doing Minecraft with the missus. So look forward to that with everybody. And yeah, I've been haunted. You're all heathens. You have a good night. Peace out.